live, Jose?
We are live, sir.
Go Broncos. Go Broncos. Broncos are 9-5. Who would have thought? Could you believe this? Who would have thought? I never.
It's insane.
Dude. The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast.
Is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
Hosted by a group of best friends. If you'd like to find out more, visit nerdchatmedia.com.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Home Alone 1.
Oh, hello. Daddy D-Wally here, coming to you sick as caca, live from the sports capital of the world, Denver, Colorado. We've got the NBA MVP here. We've got the NHL MVP. And if you didn't know, we've got the Heisman Trophy winner. My God. Sports Town USA. Am I right, boys? Who cares about Pat Mahomes? That's all I'm going to say. Joining us as always is Jose at Chipotle Bear. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Got one more day at work tomorrow and then off officially for winter break, which is fantastic. We have a little bit of a problem in our house right now. One of our pipes is clogged from our washing machine, so that's fun.
Tell everybody what's going on over there. Update us on the status.
So now 2 days now, had different plumbers come out and try to snake it out, and it is not working. So the good news is our toilets are fine, our showers are fine, but we can't do laundry, which in a grand scheme of things isn't a big deal, but we do have 60 people coming in the next 4 days to my house for 2 different parties. So I would love to have this resolved before we get there. Otherwise, it's been a fantastic week of gaming. I cannot wait to talk about Indiana Jones. Also glad to be back after my hiatus last week. Shout out to Todd and Eric for
shout out to Todd and Eric, number 1 and 2 interns.
Appreciate it. Eric also gave me some, we've been chatting all week. It's been great, man. So glad to be here. Happy Thursday, everyone.
And are you serious, Clark? Joining us as always. So 33.5 teraflops or just 16. Bacon already fueling the console war as always. Bacon gaming.
So update. I rebuilt my PC. It turned out phenomenal. I'm gonna have a video hopefully coming out this week.
Minus his mic issue, which he did figure out.
I did figure that out, but it was never an issue in here. It was just an issue in Discord. Our Broncos are currently winning 21-10 on the road on a short week. And I think we're destined for the playoffs, gentlemen. Let's go.
And joining us, speaking of playoffs, Bubble Boy N7. He's said he doesn't really mean it. He says, "I mean, go Donks."
No, I do.
I think
take it.
Bubble Boy, for once in the past 10 years, is finally starting to fear Broncos country once again.
I think you're on.
But I can appreciate what's happening. And I really do genuinely mean go Donks. It feels weird to say. I need, for Jose and I's big boy fantasy league, I need the Bengals to make the playoffs, and the best way of that happening is for the Chargers to fail out. So I'm absolutely
the Broncos failing out.
It's way more likely that the Chargers do now because they're.
If the Chargers were to win tonight, it would be the exact same.
Todd's with me on that.
No.
Anyway, I thought I saw something. Anyway,
the Chargers have a worse record. And what I will say is I think it would be and please quote me. I'm sorry, Chiefs Kingdom. I hate to say it, but Sean Payton deserves to be coach of the year.
I was just going to ask you.
32nd out of 32nd on everybody's, myself included, preseason ranking. I went on record 1,000 different times making fun of you all, saying, do you realize this will be on paper the worst team you've ever brought?
None of us agreed to that, Bubble Boy. I didn't think they were going to be this good. I thought they were going to be like 9-8 or something, right?
And
this good?
And I love I think my favorite part of the story, and you do have to give Sean Payton some credit for choosing Bo Nix. My favorite part, though, is he was the last picked of those rookie quarterbacks. And so that's just cool as hell.
I was going to throw this to you, Bubble Boy. the Broncos potentially, if they pull this off and win out and get into the playoffs, could have Coach of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, if Bo can
Just got Rookie of the Year,
and then Defensive Player of the Year between Surtain and or Bonito.
Unfortunately, and here, tell me what you think of this. I think what's going to happen to Surtain and Bonito is they're going to cancel each other out.
Not unless one of them has a free. Like if Bonito gets like another few sacks and like another touchdown.
And I also, and quote me on this one, it's sad. I don't think Sean Payton will even get Coach of the Year because they're going to give it to Dan Campbell because they should have given it to Dan Campbell last year, and they didn't give it to him last year. So it's going to be. And those don't, at the end of the day, they don't mean anything. The rings that Mahomes has is what matters. So,
Jose, let's jump into Nerd Chat shoutouts. Jose, do we have any shoutouts this week?
I'll be very honest with you. We've had quite a few new follows. We're at like almost 320 follows. And I did not have a chance to look for comments because I was trying to transfer audio files. I apologize. I can look quickly while you're talking.
Huge Nerd Chat shout out to Big Box 1431. The Nerd Chat nails it with their Game of the Year take.
What?
Astrobot is a 1.5 million units sold blip on the radar. It became completely irrelevant 3 days after launch because everybody moved on. It's like giving some kind of food of the year to a cotton candy vendor at the town fair. Game of the year should be like Coach of the Year in the NFL. You go with a coach who outperforms his team's expectations heading into the season. That way you can't fake it. The true Game of the Year 2024 is Helldivers 2. That game, with all its problems, made the most waves for the gaming industry this year. Shout out to Big Box. Big Box, I would have actually, I think I said that on the show. I said I would have rather it be Helldivers 2 because you're right, Big Box. It had a moment. It was an underdog story. Came out of nowhere, blew everybody's expectations. I would have much rather that been Game of the Year. Still not sure if it's the best multiplayer game, but Bacon, I saw you reacting. Please respond to Big Box's comments there about Astrobot and Helldivers.
I mean, Big Box is right about Astrobot. I'm not sure how a game that was only enjoyed by 1.5 million people can be Game of the Year for the entire industry. A little strange to me. I figured that would be 3 million, 5 million, 8 million, 10 million. But
does sales really matter, though?
I think it does because half the voters apparently in the Game Awards they all played Astrobot apparently, and that's probably half of the 1.5 million. So it's frustrating that Astro won it. Not saying it's not a good game, but again, 1.5 million people experienced that game.
Let's get the chat in here before I throw it over to Jose. Nessa said, I like Ty Guy Travis on Game of the Year on Sunday. Yeah, I think they all had a good discussion, actually, but they're all very surprised.
What was he saying?
And so was, by the way, I sent this to Bacon. I can't remember a chance, but I remember agreeing with a lot of what they were saying. Sorry. I said it. Colin said it in the show afterwards, saying he was shocked that Astrobot won, and he could totally see as it being a Sony bias. So yeah. I know everybody loves to hate on Colin, but even he was like, this is a little fishy. Astrobot winning Game of the Year. And shout out to ZenkaiGoose. He said, I share Dan's unrelenting support for Astrobot winning Game of the Year. I'm glad we can finally agree. And then I responded to him, Zenkai permaban. So sorry, Zenkai, we can't have you back on the show now anytime soon. So, but going along with that, Todd said, do single player action platformers stick around? Single player action players or action games, RPG games stick around, Todd. It's called Elden Ring, Game of the Generation. I'm pretty sure everybody was talking about that and playing that for an indefinite amount of time. So yes, single player action games can and do stick around when they're amazing. Sorry, not Astrobot. Jose, go ahead. Take it away. What's your response to Big Box here in Astrobot versus Helldivers instead?
I mean,
personal opinion.
Here's the truth, man. And I'm trying to be better about this. I have not played either of them. So yep. You have to take my advice with a grain of salt, right? I have no direct contact. I didn't play Concord, so I don't like to comment about Concord either. Here's what I would say. objectively, I do think it was a little bizarre that Astrobot won at first. I do have to give a shout out to Eric. I think Eric's explanation when he was on the live stream was a good one. He said, when you talk about the people that actually got to play this, they're probably playing lots of games. They're not necessarily finishing all the games. And Astrobot, by the way that it was created, the content that it had, was very nostalgic. It was very memorable. It was something that it hit a different bone in our body. And so people would like it for that reason. I do also think there's some element of it is kind of a plucky little game. And I know that I'm not a big PlayStation fanboy. I don't have a PlayStation. That's why I haven't played Astrobot. But it is from a non hardcore gamer perspective, it's kind of cool that this game that was really a demo and people just kind of fell in love with, and quirky became a full game, and that became game of the year. That's awesome. I think about if Xbox had done that. I know there's a lot of people that argue
it wouldn't have been game of the year.
I get it, but I'm saying if that had happened on the Xbox side, I would be thrilled, right? So again, because I've not played it, I'm happy for the team. I think at the end of the day, what I take away from this and just my feedback on the show is I enjoyed the show. I thought it was a fun show. I appreciate what Jeff has done for the industry, but I also don't.
Yeah. I'll come back to you on that, Jose. Okay, we're going to get some more of your thoughts in the news here. Chance, Nissa, and this is what you asked about what Ty Guy said. Guy said, he said, I remember him saying this. Yeah, he said a lot of people voted for different games. And he actually, I remember saying, I don't remember many people ever actually saying Astrobot. It was split between Final Fantasy VII and Metaphor. And so he's thinking that maybe that's why Astrobot won. People were split, and the people who were nostalgic for Astrobot is the reason it won. So, Bubble Boy, any closing thoughts on Big Box or ZenkaiGoose getting permabanned?
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to Xbox news for the week, Jose.
News team, assemble!
News story number 1. We are going to be going over our Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo wrap up. Am I the only one who did their Nintendo stats?
I don't
have any Nintendo games.
Well, okay. Well, what do you want to start with? PlayStation boys? Did everyone do their PlayStation and Steam one?
I don't have a PlayStation.
I got my Steam
have a
one.
PlayStation.
Didn't you have yours earlier this year, Chance, and sell it?
Did I?
Yes. You will have a PlayStation wrap up.
Snap! You're right, because I played.
Go log in. Yep, go log in right now.
I didn't share enough data with Sony to be included.
I think they heard the podcast and they canceled Bacon. Is what happened.
Let's start with Steam then.
No, let me get rid of mine real quick here. Bacon, do you not have PlayStation? Can me and you at least do PlayStation?
No, it's not even tracking my PC trophies, bro.
Okay, well, for my Nintendo, for those Nintendi fans out there, I played 5 games and spent 43 hours on the Nintendo Switch this year.
How much of that was
good.
Metroid? And
okay, I got it right here for you.
What's the other one?
23 hours. Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. 18 hours. Donkey Kong: Tropical Freeze. I booted that up. That's nothing. But then the other game was 1, 2, 3. Oh, I played Assassin's Creed a little bit. Black Flag. What a game. Probably a couple hours in that. And then I've been playing a lot of the SNES. You can see it there, the emulate, the Switch Online Super Nintendo thing. I've been playing Metroid Prime Fusion. Want to get complete that and Metroid Prime Zero Mission. So that's, I guess, the Nintendo wrap up for everybody here on the Nerd Chat. Sorry.
Great segment.
I mean, my daughter played a ton of Nintendo. They played almost
Riveting.
Hold on. Does anybody in the chat here have, I believe, Silkin' It. 3 games, 8 hours on the Switch.
And massive shout out to Silkin' It. He's the only one who joined my New York Times mini crossword group.
You have to pay for the New York Times.
Shout out to Silkin'.
$1.49.
Nope, not going to do
That's
it.
a lot.
All right, Gennaro Primero, moving on. Let's move on to PlayStation wrap-up. Gennaro said, my PlayStation wrap-up was just an error. It said I had to play at least 10 hours. Oh, my God. So, Bacon, you really have nothing?
I hope that's true.
Yeah, I tried. I thought for sure it would track my PC trophies and all that, but it literally said I did not opt in to share data.
Again, I guess this is the Diwali wrap-up section. Wrap it up, Diwali.
Good job, Wally.
I want to point out, you can't see it. Joined in 2009. To all you PlayStation haters out there, I've been on there. 2009. Check it. Got 300 trophies. I played 6 games, 3 PS5 games. Somehow I'm still playing PS4 games in 2024. My first game this year was Demon Souls. My top 4 games, 43 hours. The Last of Us Part 2.
Nice.
What?
27 hours. Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Okay.
That's a good one.
6 hours. Demon Souls. I must have been finishing up my run on that this year. And then 1 hour for the Platinum and the Light and the Darkness. Great game, by the way. I talked about that.
Wait, how many was Miles Morales? 23?
27. Yeah,
How
dude,
did
you
you
get the Platinum, you have to
split
you have to do a second playthrough, a second stupid required playthrough.
I got you.
It's the worst. Same with The Last of Us.
9-hour campaign or something.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did The Last of Us?
Yep. But I wanted to point out what's funny, Bacon, is so basically I had data for January, February, March, and then if you look for the rest of the year, just empty. That's exactly when I
So you
sold
built
the
the PC.
That's when I sold the PS5. So everybody else, please share your PlayStation data. Let's jump into Steam. This is the one everybody's been waiting for. Who's ready to go first?
I mean,
How
I
about
got
this?
it up.
Who do you think
All right.
played the most games here? Just let's take a couple
The
bets.
most games.
PC.
Bacon.
I don't think it was. I think
Most
it was
Steam
Dan.
games? No.
Yeah, it's
Go
the
ahead,
first
Chance.
one on there.
Wait. Let's just share. We'll go Chance, me, Jose, Bacon. All right. So which one are we? What's the first one?
Games played.
Okay. How
23.
many? 23. I had only 17.
I had 17 as well.
No, 15. 15.
Oh. So I was gonna say that makes sense with Chance because he's on that portable
bubbles.
device. How many achievements, Chance?
464
Whoa,
worth
solid.
from 20 different games, 67 of them rare.
Wow. I had 446 achievos unlocked. 13 games, 150 rares, Chance.
Ooh, okay.
Got your ass,
Well,
Jose.
bang for your buck.
I had 209, and I thought that was insane because I think the average is like 20 something.
Dude, it's like stupid. It's so
crazy
bad.
small. But 15 games and 17 rares.
Bacon.
288 achievements unlocked on 12 games, 14 rare. But keep in mind, I had hundreds of hours in No Rest for the
Here it
Wicked
is, you
that didn't
guys.
have achievements, or Hades 2 that didn't have
Yeah,
achievements.
you
That's
did
true.
spend a lot of time
That's
at
true.
Hades. That's right.
Chance, what was your longest streak and your most played game? We'll go in order. We'll just do the first
19 days,
one.
which is hilarious because it was
That's weak.
literally
Those are
the
rookie
19
numbers.
days that Ashley and the kids were in Wisconsin.
You just got a poop bucket and didn't move.
Yep. And then Baldur's Gate. I love that they added this. Baldur's Gate 59 sessions played. I think that's so cool
Wow.
that they added that.
That is cool.
Because I'd love to know like what other people that played Baldur's Gate, what they were at. So Baldur's Gate number 1, Cyberpunk number 2, Balatro number 3.
Got it.
Which reminds me, when I was saying I had 400 hours in Balatro, I know that could not have been right, and this tells me that that's true. That it wasn't right. I probably had about 170.
My longest streak was 34 days, June to July. So summer break. 3 games played. Elden Ring, 113 sessions, 36% of my time. Mass Effect, 170. Wow, that's the most. 24% of my play time, the Legendary Edition. Then Destiny 2, 37 play time,
Ouch.
37 sessions, 12% of my play time.
Ouch.
Jose?
Thank God Destiny is not in my top 3. So my longest streak was only 12 days. It was in March. It was clearly part of spring break, but a couple weeks before that too. And it was 10 days longer than last year's streak. So I'll take that.
All right.
My number 1 game, it edged out Call of Duty by 2%, was Stardew Valley, which I love Stardew Valley, man.
Oh, yeah,
Great.
makes
Shout out to
sense.
the Cozy Game. Shout out to Nissa in the chat. 63 sessions there. Call of Duty is my number 2, 25% of my time at 58 sessions. And then number 3, shout out to Sony, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
All right.
7% and 37 sessions.
Nice.
So it was good.
Bacon?
My streak was 24 days.
All right.
Number 1 played game, 33% of the time was Elden Ring. Number 2, 13% was Hades 2. And number 3, for 12% Ghost of Tsushima Director's
All right.
Cut, which I did get the platinum, Joe.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering, platinum here. The Ghost of Tsushima.
Even though you
Platinum
hate
possessed
Sony?
here.
Guys, does it say our total hours somewhere? on
No,
here?
it
So I don't
doesn't.
know.
I've looked.
How does Silkenet know what his is? That's interesting.
He said he didn't want to share it.
Oh, I thought I misread that. Sorry, I thought his.
Xbox 50 Steam. I don't want
Okay.
to say.
I prefer not to say. Shout out to Silkenet, a true gamer out there. The next one was your playtime by month. What were Bubble Boy? What were your top 2 months?
Why do I not see that?
I don't either.
It's after
I
your
don't see
3
that.
games. If you scroll
Nope.
down,
Not mine.
Everybody
Mine is
log
how
into
I
your Steam
compare
app.
Oh, I see it.
stack,
Right further
stack your year against the rest of the Steam community.
on the PC, it's way down below the top 5 games.
While Bubble Boy's looking for that. Oh,
September, October.
Oh, yeah.
okay. Bubble Boy is frozen. Okay, he's back. I think he said September, October. Mine was June, July. Man, I'm a summer gamer.
Yeah, me
And
too.
then
Mine was also June, July.
March
I
and
was-
April would have been second.
I was March and June, weirdly enough.
Nice. And then most of your playtime, 98%, was with the controller. 16 games, 362 sessions. I also have Final Fantasy VII on there, and Ace Combat is my top game. So anything else we want to share there, boys?
My fourth, and fifth were Elden Ring, and then shout out to Luke was Doom, the Doom collection when I was trying to beat that.
Do you have your controller
Thank you,
percentages
Mr.
on there?
Yeah, I'm at 98%.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Chancer.
I liked the so I was if the Steam median was teen achievement, I got 464. Like always like compare mine is like all the way to the right. So Steam median 4 games, I had 23. Steam 6 days, 19. I think that was kind of cool.
I played 83% with a controller, 17% keyboard and mouse. The concerning thing I have is
Yes,
the
the
average
achievements.
median person got 13 achievements.
That's
like
insane.
launching a
No,
game
that-
half the
no.
time you get an achievement.
That's not as concerning to me because a lot of games like Fortnite, or I guess that's not on Steam, but some games might not have achievements that
Yeah.
you play. Like
Or
some
if
but
all
the
we're
more
playing
concerning
is-
thing was the average of only 4 games played per person on Steam. That's crazy.
Y'all need a
4
hot-
games throughout the whole year.
All right.
That's
a lot of rust.
But I wonder how many people are like the COD people. Like I play COD. That's what I play. You know what I mean? And
I know.
that's crazy. I also I looked at that stretch where I was on my streak. The 2 top games were Suicide Squad and Final Fantasy VII. So it's just funny. Like that's why the streak was there because I was trying to finish those games. That's crazy.
Let's get some chat in here. Todd said he had 10 hours on Switch. And then PSN, 28 games. Top game was Dragon Age, 47 hours, 0 platinums. Silkenet says we're small PC players on the cast. I say, well, small but mighty. We're growers, not showers, Silkenet. And then Todd Oxtra, Xbox, 29 games, 163 hours, 2387. Ooh, bad number. Gamer score added there. Pal World was his number 1 game at 52 hours. Slay the Spire 20. My Son's Screwed. My number. Silkenet 205 hours on PlayStation, 50 on Xbox, Steam. He's on a non-disclosure on that one. He cannot share his Steam. Share the number, Silkenet. Yeah.
Look at the bottom how it puts all your games in chronological order per month.
Yeah.
Everything.
I love it. It's
Like,
this
this
is
Steam recap
curated
is so
very
good.
well.
Yeah.
They did a great job. They're probably the ones collecting the most data too when you think about
yeah.
it. It's a update. Silkenet 1,600 hours
Damn, good for you, buddy.
on Steam, Jose. Jose, you're muted. 1,600 hours. Incredible.
How the hell does somebody?
That's a true gamer right
How far
there.
am I behind on this Bronco?
Guys, make sure you go check out your
You're like 10 minutes behind, Bacon. I know.
check out your Steam, check out your Nintendo, check out your PlayStation and Xbox. Those are always fun. Let's move on to news story.
Oh, we're not going to share our Mickey D's. You're wrapped up.
I don't
Oh,
have
is
that.
that a thing?
Let's say that for the best food.
kidding.
News story number 2. I already wrote that. God dang it, my notes are all messed up already. Jose, let's get our final reactions. You weren't here. You were listening while you were at the play. Our final reactions to the Game Awards 2024. We're a week later. We've had time to reflect. Jose, what stood out to you? I kind of cut you off earlier, but I want to get that here. I listened. I actually am listening to XEP right now, and I haven't finished it, so I know you probably talk about it a bit there. But I'd like to hear, just what you thought of the show overall, and yeah, take it away.
Shout out, man. Shout out real quick to Luke and Logan. They were very kind to let me join their show on Saturday to talk about their Game Award thoughts and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. Here's the thing, man. And anyone that's listened to the show for a while, you guys have known me for a long time. Like, I just don't get that riled up at stuff like this because in the grand scheme, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, yeah, it's a real hot topic for a couple days, and especially when you have kind of a potentially controversial thing like Astrobot. But it doesn't bother me. I thought the previews were cool. Like I really think Witcher 4 is rad. I loved Witcher 3, and I was telling Bacon before the show, like someone in one of my Discord chats said it's on sale for $10 right now in the winter sale, and I was like, I might have to pick that up for Steam and get through ahead of the Witcher 4 release.
Haven't started.
So that was really exciting. Obviously the Elden Ring thing I think is great. I don't think it'll necessarily take off like the way Elden Ring did because it seems like it's gonna be pretty different. But at the same time, like one of my favorite moments gaming this year is that when I was with Bacon and Dan beating that final boss as a trio. Like that was legitimately one of my favorite moments, way more than Destiny, by the way. And so just doing this. And so
remember how long it took us for Bacon?
I got yelled at so much. I could
was
not
that me and
stop that
Deja
attack.
Vu? Yeah, he couldn't avoid the Astro.
No matter what I did, I was against the wall. I had a shield. My back was against the wall.
Mine
and I
froze
still
on
got
me.
murked.
Do you remember that, Daniel? It froze. I was like as
Oh yeah,
he was
Bubble
dying, and I
Boy
was like,
crashed out, but still got it right as he died. It was incredible.
So I think that Elden Ring has potential. The other I don't think it's controversial. The internet makes it controversial. Intergalactic, it's cool, man. I like Naughty Dog. I loved all the Uncharted games. Like if that shows up in a Steam sale somewhere at some point down the road, I'm sure I'd pick up that trilogy or quadrilogy if it does it like that. I thought it was fun, man. The one issue I have, and I talked about this in Luke and Logan show, is we either need to stop calling it an award show or we need to change it to an award show. And it's not because I don't want previews. I love the previews. That's why I watch it, to be honest with you, because I could read the recap of the awards the next day. It's just that in a time, like if you're really celebrating the industry, it doesn't always feel like that, man. It's just like when you're speed through in like 4 or 5 awards. And Logan, shout out to Logan. I forgot the numbers, but he did actually count. He counted how many they sped through and how many people got to actually talk on stage. And he said it was actually more balanced than the perception was, but it's still not 1-to-1, right? It's still like not everyone gets to talk. And I feel like something could be tweaked there. Overall, Jeff's not my favorite dude. But I don't know Jeff. It's not like Jeff is my neighbor and we have like Christmas.
Don't trust him.
But I do think
easy,
it's impressive what he's done for the medium. Like the Game Awards are growing, and say what you will, but having Harrison Ford there, which was freaking sweet, having Snoop Dogg perform there, that does bring credence to the industry that we love, whether you like Keeley or not, whether you think the awards are good or not. And so while I'm appreciative of those things, I certainly think we can improve. Yeah, man, overall it was fine. I was not nearly as offended about a lot of the other stuff. Again, I know this week there's been filled with all kinds of like woke comments and stuff, which is ridiculous. But
what did you think of Intergalactic? Did it do anything for you? Because I'm not even like about the woke whatever commentary. I'm just I'm glad Naughty Dog is doing something new. And I said that on the show, but like as far as the actual trailer, I'm like, what is this? And why does it look like Concord?
I don't care about the Concord thing.
Hope it doesn't play like Concord.
Shout out to this. I'm gonna quote Ains here for C's Gaming. Ains said that the way that I felt, he was like, "Look, I just have gotten to the point where like I love CGI trailers. They're pretty. I get it, but I just feel like I need more before I can pass judgment. Right? Like,
unless it's Witcher for Ains, which he was like, well, that's different.
Oh, that's fine. But I'm saying like. Because we know what Witcher is, though. Like we know what the kind of game that is. It's the 4th installment. It's different with Intergalactic because it's like, is it going to be like Starfield where we're kind of on planets and we're kind of guiding ships and stuff? Is it going to be like Uncharted but in space? Like there's just a lot of question marks. And so I think it's smart of them to say, hey, here's what we're working on. So we know Naughty Dog's actually active. But at the same time, like, I don't know if we got a whole lot from the trailer. I thought the product placement was cool because it was very timely. I thought the shoes she was wearing were freaking sweet. Like Adidas would be stupid not to release those in real life because they could make a limited run and just make a ton of money off of them.
What was special about his shoes?
Or her shoes, they were like the high top Adidas. Sorry, my daughter's playing in the back right here. But they lit up like they were like a fluorescent glow on the stripes. It was sweet.
Who was that?
In Intergalactic?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
in the
Adidas on.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not on the stage, in the game. So overall, fine, man. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I also, since we're talking about award shows and it's not in our topics, a huge shout out to 6-1 Indie. They had their Indie Game Awards tonight.
Oh, shoot. I missed it.
Dinner. It was rad, dude. I'm not going to spoil who won. Go check out the stream on YouTube, man.
Elatro.
Kyle, shout out to Mike. Shout out to everybody over there. It was super rad, man. Proud of you guys. Keep it up, man.
Let's get the chat in here. Todd, the Game Awards in name only. The awards portion was a joke. Silken it. They have some. Oh, sorry. Silken said for a real award show, Indie Game Awards. Yep, shout out Jose. Just talked about that. Great reveal, says Todd. But nominees not even having clips of their game shown is pitiful. That's a good point. Did we even see these games when they won? No. That's Todd said Jeff needs to give each award its time, and that's another thing. 3 hours and only 20 minutes for awards. Dude, it was the show 3 hours, you guys. That was crazy. And then he said, was Snoop needed? I think Snoop was there because wasn't he there the first one that Keeley did 10 years ago? I think there was a tie to that, Todd, if I'm not mistaken.
But Diego is also a big gamer too. Like to his credit, like he legitimately
that's true.
a lot.
Sure. I liked need to have a set in a song.
Chance, are you calling in from the
dark side of the moon?
Better?
Where are you phoning in
Too
from
loud?
here? No, you're lagging
it's
all
breaking
over
up
the place.
quite a bit.
I think you need to
volume's
go
fine.
reset your router. You keep freezing up on us. You're frozen right now. Oh, no, you're not. See, yeah. Bubble Boy will be right back, you guys. He's gonna go restart his router, and he's got that Walmart connection out there in Kansas. Where the Muppets needed.
Yeah, they made fun of Keeley.
Actually, the Muppets. De Niro says the Muppets roasting Jeff was actually the best. Yeah, especially the Kojima part. I have to give it to him. Bad award show, said Todd, overall, but good E3 show. Yeah, I agree. Matt Valdez. I really like this year's show. The opening music in Intergalactic was awesome. I don't remember it, Matt. Sorry. I don't remember anything besides the Porsche. And having Camille Nanjiani in there for some reason.
Yeah, I like him.
I liked him until he got on steroids. Dinero Primero. The actual trailer didn't do anything for me, but the fact that Naughty Dog is what gives that trailer hype. Yeah, I agree. The audience was huge. I don't expect Jeff to make any changes because he's got a lot of money for sponsors. How about Kendrick versus Snoop showing up? Here's the thing. Upon reflection, and I think I heard this from a bunch of people, including Season Gaming and a lot of other podcasts I heard. Bacon, we have to give it to Keeley. This was a huge improvement. Yeah. Last year was bad. Last year was really bad, actually. He addressed a lot of things. Got to give it to him. This is the best reveal show, the best winter E3 show we've had. And that's the positives. I'll stop there. He took feedback, even took punches at himself. Cut down on Hideo time. Remember that. It was very strange, the Ken Kutaragi at the beginning, and then he walked up, and then they're like, what are you doing up here? We were just pointing you out because you're the father of the PS3 or PlayStation. That was a little awkward.
My biggest complaint with it is that he doesn't define the categories. Like, you listening to Travis when he was talking before he voted, they don't define the categories. They allow stuff like DLC to end up for Game of the Year that nobody apparently wanted to vote for when it was clearly the Game of the Year. If it's in there, it should have won. Because 12 million people played it as opposed to 1.5 billion.
The players, Bacon. We don't need to focus on the players, but
I
think you're right. I think they do need to change and define better and add more categories like platformer, like a Souls-like game or something. Whatever. Change it up. Get rid of the esports. Get rid of the streamer. Like, why are we doing those? Like some of those ones, like stuff. Get rid of some of them and we got to speed up the show a little bit. Like, I don't know. I still think it can be improved a lot, but at the same time, I have to give him credit. This is probably one of the best ones in a long time. Still 3 hours, way too long. Todd Oxter said Jeff has had 10 years. It is what it is. Making no changes gets him nothing. he got an extra 30 million viewers this year. Yeah, because of all the rumors and hype around the trailer. So we just got to accept it. The Keeleys will go on. But any closing thoughts? Bubble Boy, did you have any other reactions you wanted to add there? Well, welcome back.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. No, I think you guys kind of said most of it, so we're good.
Diego says, I agree with Bacon's take on Game of the Year in Astrobot. Yeah. The real Game of the Year is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Goodness.
You got that
Guaranteed.
right. You got that right. And guess what? It's going to get nominated next year because it'll be on PlayStation. Guaranteed nomination because it's on PlayStation release.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's move on to news story number 3. Xbox PC app updates. And I don't know if you guys saw this or noticed this, but there are updates that have happened to the Microsoft Xbox app. I know Todd hates the Xbox app. He always is complaining about it. Same with what's Jez Corden. It's always terrible. But basically, the one thing I wanted to point out is that, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but they've added more games to the cross-buy, cross-play. So you need to check your libraries and see if you own games and have them in there that were only on your Xbox, but now will be playable on your PC. And I'm excited because the one that I wanted to point out that I have on Xbox, haven't played yet, and should be coming, is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. I have not played it. It's not showing up on my app right now, but I did notice. I'm looking at my app. It did add the Jackbox Party Pack. I don't know why I have that because I think Allie's brother bought that. It is on my PC now, so we should start to see more games when you purchase them on either Xbox or PC show up on each store. And Bacon, I'm going to throw it over to you. I think this is a great talk about building that ecosystem. What a great feature! Buying a game once, but owning it on different platforms. So, anything else you want to point out about this update, Bacon?
No, I actually left the insider ring because when my Call of Duty game was crashing because of my BIOS, I thought maybe it was something to do with the app and the advanced ring I was on, so I left it. So now I'm just on bog standard PC Game Pass app, and I'm not a fan. I'd rather be ahead, but every iteration of these updates are better. I mean, you get more stats when you go onto a game page of what your friends are playing. I just checked, and there are a few more games that did pop up that I owned on Xbox and now get on PC. But that's the main reason why you get an Xbox is, one, because the games are better, and two, because you can literally play anywhere is one of the greatest features. Like, I think Quick Resume was the best feature on the Xbox itself, but Play Anywhere is better. And it's just people that don't take advantage of it, I don't understand it, because I can play it. I can play my games absolutely almost anywhere. It's exceptional. And then also on a side note, if you guys haven't watched that video that I put in our chat about the commercial, did you watch that, Dan?
Yes, I did watch the. This is an Xbox. I've always said that this is an Xbox ad is a great ad. I said it was a good ad, but Bacon, not everybody's going to watch that. But it doesn't matter because the ad is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and it's going to get more people into Xbox. Chance, did you check your Xbox app in your library? Did you see any games added?
Yeah, nothing added. The cloud gaming stuff, like I said, had some games that I had purchased and was hoping to be able to play but couldn't, like Mortal Kombat, but nothing new on the PC.
Sorry, Nissa. It's only 100 of the newly added titles. They didn't specify all of them, Nissa, and I'm not sure if Hogwarts is one of them, but I would be checking that Xbox app and seeing what games are added. And I hope, like, moving forward that they do all games that we buy cross-platform. Jose, do you have any new additions?
I don't know where I'm looking in the app, to be honest with you, because I don't use the app super often on the PC side. But all I want to say real quick is a shout out to Bacon's video. In case you're curious, the YouTube creator, his name is Deadly Headley. And he's not a big dude. I mean, relative in YouTube space, I think he only has like 1,000 followers, but he made a really, really, I think, very well argued and done video about the whole, this is an Xbox campaign. Bacon sent it to us in our private chat. But basically what I appreciate about it is that he said a lot of the things that we agree with and we've said before, but he also was critical and he said, look, it's not perfect yet. I need to be very clear But the piece that they're missing, which is what they're actively working on, is this library piece. He goes,
Yes.
you have to understand, like, this idea of playing your games anywhere has been around for 25 years at this point, but never has been viable. And for the first time since only a few weeks ago, we're seeing kind of the fringe of that. And it doesn't mean that all these people are going to switch over to Xbox. That's not what the goal is. And again, we'll go watch the video. It is worth your 12 minutes. It's worth watching. Is the idea that they don't have to buy a box to get into Xbox. They want to just say, like, hey, whatever you have will work. And then hopefully that gets new people into the ecosystem. And obviously we can get into the whole argument of, like, the diehards are really mad because they're console people, and, like, that's a whole separate argument. But it was a very, very interesting video. And I think it made some great points, man. And again, I don't have to utilize this because I don't mind buying games. I have a Steam Deck. I have an Ally. I'm sorry, not a Steam Deck. I don't mind doing these things, but what is clear is happening is that they are focusing on a wider market, right? They're focusing on the future where kids are happy to play on their phones, even though to me that sounds like insanity and terrible for my back, right? But you got to move with the market. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot of other thoughts, but I think it's cool, man. I do like the redesigned app. It is working better than even like a couple of months ago. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, Nessa, sorry. These are all digital purchases. Obviously, they're not. You're never going to get like a physical transferring over to digital. Guys, let's move on to news story number 4. Bubble Boy, take it away about Lara Croft.
Yeah, so I was originally kind of excited about this story. From NBC News, Lara Croft is the most iconic video game character new poll finds. And I was like, cool, awesome. I'm a huge fan of Lara Croft and all the Tomb Raider games. And then the subtitle, more than 4,000 gamers voted. And I was like, oh, Jesus, okay.
And look, it says the British Film Awards.
Yes. I'm like, come on.
Isn't she British too? This is very...
Yes, it's about as biased as this is why there's... oh, God, we had a stats teacher told me this. There's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics. And, like, this is one of those statistics. I love Lara Croft. I love the Tomb Raider games. Those have been one of my favorites since the original. I just think this is kind of a weak argument, but it made me wonder, like, what do you guys think? Like, if that was a category at the next Game Awards, who's winning?
Top 5 iconic characters got to be Mario, right?
Yeah, and that's
Link,
what
Link,
that would seem like
Mario,
such
Link. Do you think the Master Chief is still up there as iconic?
I do,
Probably
and
say
I'm
Doom
biased,
guy.
but I really would think he would be. The problem, Bacon, that I think with Doom Guy is anymore he looks too much like Halo, and I think people would confuse, especially like anybody who didn't grow up around the same age as us. They would, oh, that's Master Chief. I don't know. Maybe.
How many people in the world iconically would know the correct name, or would they say Halo guy, and you're like, that's not his name? You know what I'm saying? Where they
Ooh, what
Mario.
about Sonic? Sonic these days?
I think for sure. Yep,
Okay.
and then Pikachu definitely. But
So this one has Agent 47 as number 3. I'm sorry, that's not...
False.
and again, isn't that a British studio?
And then
though?
and then look at this one. Number 5, Sackboy. Are you kidding? Yeah, maybe in like 2008.
I do love some sack.
I guess you can dare lick my balls, Capitan.
Dude, that's insane. This is insane.
And it's not the worst article. It's just very clearly
Number 7, Link. Oh, come on.
It did have some cool
Pac-Man. Pac-Man's got to be up there still, right?
Which, speaking of, okay, I'll save it. Sorry, never mind, because I'm going to talk about that later. But
Okay.
yeah, there are lots of other things that are kind of cool.
I remember
about it.
seeing this, Chance. Shadowheart, Baldur's Gate 3. I don't even know who that is. Number 10, most iconic. Some guy who just came out and
Shadowheart's a girl, but
okay, whatever.
Smoke show, bro.
Arthur Morgan, I could maybe see the Minecraft guy. I think that should be up there. Pikachu, there's a good one.
Yeah, Pikachu.
Snake should be up there. Snake should probably be a top 10. Crash Bandicoot should be up there. Cloud, I agree with that. These are all,
Kirby.
by the way, like 18 now. We're way down here. Another Baldur's Gate 3 character? Are you kidding me? This is Ellie 19 and Nathan Drake. Who would be the number 1 for PlayStation these days? I don't even know. Probably Ellie.
Astrobot.
I was gonna say, is it Astrobot?
honestly,
No.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Maybe this week it's Astrobot, but in general, Sonic is big things. I mean, it's true. I'm not a big Sonic guy, but I have to respect the
Movies.
sure in the movies and yeah.
It's got to be.
But did you
Ellie
see
for
the
PlayStation,
Kazuma
right?
Kairyu from Yakuza? I was like, even people that love those games, I don't know if they could name any of the different characters from there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think this ranking. I think if we're gonna give top 5, you got to go Mario, Sonic, Link,
Pikachu. Pikachu'd have.
Pikachu. I mean,
put
those are all
Pikachu
Nintendo
before-
ones.
I'd put
Yeah.
Pikachu
Yeah, but
before
Nintendo's
Link.
worldwide, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I agree, Pikachu.
And we forgot Donkey Kong. I guarantee you, Donkey Kong would be on there.
That's another good. Yeah,
Like,
Maybe Samus too. Maybe Samus. She'd be up there too.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think people would know the name.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think they'd say Metroid person and not even
Yeah.
know it was a girl.
So a lot of
Because-
Nintendos, maybe Master Chief would be the first like non-Nintendo one up there, and that's just barely hanging on. Do you think
Maybe
Kratos would be up
Kratos?
there?
I
Top
don't know. I
10?
scrolled past him earlier. I must have. I think he would be the
Sony's.
PlayStation. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Todd wants Halo Master Chief Collection and Infinite on Switch. Yeah, put Infinite multiplayer and everything as far as I'm concerned at this point. And why Halo MCC isn't already on Switch and PlayStation now, that's weird to me. It's like, dude, just do it, you guys. Good discussion there, Bubble Boy. Let's move on. Does anyone want to add anything on this? Are we good? Bacon, did you have anything to add about iconic characters?
No.
Okay. Let's move on to news story number. What is this?
I
number
crossed
5?
that next one off.
All right, he crossed it off.
I'm not even sure if it's real or not anymore. So let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Oh, here we go, you guys.
They are 16 free games. I've been collecting them.
Have you? So see, okay, then let's talk about it. I guess. So there's an article that apparently I got this one from VGC, and this was posted by Tom Ivan that Epic Games reportedly plans to offer players a host of free games this month. I put it on here last week in case we needed stuff in between the show, and it says 16 free games starting the 12th. I looked at 12th.
I just claimed Vampire Survivor right now, free.
What?
Right there. Boom.
Okay, I got to get that then
Got
because
it.
I was there on the 12th and the 13th, and it was the same game, and it said like
Chance, you can't pay $3 to get that on Steam or something.
I mean, I
Vampire
already
Survivors.
1,000 out of 1,000 on it.
Oh, now you
just
can get the
saying
1,000 and the platinum on
I got-
Epic Game Store.
What have I?
What else
claimed
have you
so
got,
far?
Bacon? Yeah.
I've claimed Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria and Vampire Survivor so far, and Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Oh, mystery games coming up
See,
in
that
12
wasn't part of
hours,
the
Chance.
16 though. But okay, so the mystery game thing. That's what I'm saying. When I got
See
on
the
on
wrapper
that
next
day-
to Vampire Survivor and the wrapper. The next game comes out in 12 hours.
That's what I
Okay.
just said.
I hear you both. I didn't think it was working, and maybe it wasn't for me on that first day.
Yeah, Pro Strat, you don't even have to have the Epic Store launcher downloaded to your computer. I just go to the website and I'm logged in and I can claim the games here.
Last year they did some bangers over Christmas too.
It was
I
last
claimed
year
a
was
ton
like
of
crazy.
games.
I remember, but I was like,
Go get
God
some free
bless
games.
Epic for
Amazon Prime
trying.
has free games too.
but I just never claim it.
New story number
Silking
6.
It says, I claim Epic Games on principle.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Amazon has given me some good ones. You know what I like about Amazon, Todd, is it's usually on GOG and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
is it?
I
I was wondering what launcher they use.
I can just own it everywhere regardless, right? You don't even need a launcher. It'll just launch. And so GOG, Chance, I don't know if you know, it's good old games. And so like,
Yeah, no, yeah.
okay. So guys, check it out. Free games are free games. And I can't complain. Like I really shouldn't be dissing this. And who cares? Realistically, who cares what launcher, right, Jose? Why do we play games, Jose?
We play games to have fun, bud.
Jose, why do we play?
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Sorry, the soundboard. There are different places. I got to find it.
No, it's all good. Let's move on to Bacon. Disclaimer. Bacon is going to go on a rant for news story number 6.
Exclusive world premiere.
I'm just putting in the note. Bacon rant
Bacon rant.
about
Bacon
PS5 Pro. Here we go. Take it away, Bacon.
All right. If any of you guys have been living under a rock, Mr. Mark Cerny, a.k.a. Garth from Wayne's World,
PS5
did a deep dive into the PS5 Pro architecture. And I don't know if any of you guys were paying attention to Twitter before this thing launched, and all the tech experts from the stables, the tech experts were telling us that this thing was going to have 33.5 teraflops of power. It was going to compete with a 4080 and a 4090, beat the 4080 handily. Is what we were told. And I stood on my soapbox back then and said, I don't think you can get that in a $700 box. I was told I was crazy. I was told, no way. Mark Cerny works magic. Comes to find out that the PlayStation 5 Pro has 16 teraflops, which is a 4 whole more teraflops than the Xbox Series X. So just like to take a minute to pour out some liquor for all the fans of the PS5 Pro who thought they were getting computer-grade graphics in a $700 box. I remember my rant a few weeks ago that Jose clipped, and it got most of our views. Yeah, this is why, because I was really angry that they told us that they were going to get full ray tracing and 120 frames a second with and smoke the 4070 Ti. That was their words, not mine. So just buyers beware. Pay attention to. The thing I have a problem with is why wouldn't they tell us this before people bought their $700 box?
Yeah, because that's why right there.
So they just said crazy power, and Cerny even came out and said that there's been a lot of misinformation.
That number.
And Bacon, think about it this way, and you know the answer. You're being facetious, I think.
Oh, I know, right? It's my best quality.
I wouldn't have known all those things until I became friends with you and started looking into this. I would have just been like, oh, it's a 4080 better than a 4080. Okay, that sounds important. Like, yeah, sign me up. And on top of that, until I went over to Jose's house and saw Call of Duty running at 120 FPS for the first time, I probably would have, if I had gotten that Pro, booted it up and been like, oh, I get it. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. And that as much as that is infuriating to anybody who knows better, most people don't.
and just like Danielle just put in our chat that their upscaler pisser PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution.
You said it right the first time, Bacon.
Developers are patching it in that you can turn it off because it's so bad right now.
This was supposed
to smoke DLSS.
I will say, Bacon, that is crazy that they're adding it to turn off pisser.
And just like Joe said a couple weeks ago on our show that he still shouldn't have the option to turn off this or turn off this. He should just get everything maxed out for a $700 box that bumped up like 5 teraflops total, which teraflops is a complex algorithm to calculate compute. But
didn't they say something about like the AMD FSSR and why they didn't kill
DLSS?
Like, there's a reason why. There's a reason why the PS5 Pro enhancements aren't that much, because they'd have to like do a whole new like kind of package for it or something.
Yes, it's the same CPU. They didn't change the CPU. They just bumped the clock up.
And so, Xbox is looking like pretty smart. Not doing the upgrade.
Pretty much everyone I've talked to has been like, take it or leave it on this PS5 Pro. Not to say it's not better. It's clearly better than the base PS5. But the fact that they're allowing developers to turn off their best feature, the pisser that everyone talked about on Twitter for 6 months, that is shocking and alarming. And given DLSS is like 7 years more mature than pisser, and so it's always going to be ahead. But I just thought it was funny. And the best part is all these console guys keep trying to talk shit about PC. But they clearly want a PC. They just want a PC that is plug and play, because all they do is compare Steam numbers and then hardware specs to graphics cards, which absolutely smoke their graphics cards. But that's all they talk about. I got to get off Twitter. It's bad.
Okay. Bacon.
Yesterday was
all right, there you guys, Bacon. There you go. The PS5 Pro. We already caught Joe saying it's pointless. Don't worry about him. But Todd wants you to to enjoy your $14,000 GPU. Bacon.
My
So
rig's
just remember
right
that.
around $7,000. So yes,
Oh my
it's expensive.
Christ!
But it
Bragging
is
stats over here.
everything's bleeding edge on this thing.
Moving on from the pisser conversation. By the way, guys, if you go to Twitch Gaming right now, if you've got Twitch Prime Gaming, Amazon Prime Gaming, Predator Hunting Grounds free, Jurassic World Evolution free on Epic, Overcooked 2 free on GOG, 9 Witches is free, Warhammer 40K Dawn of War 2 is free. And a bunch of others. So there's a lot. Oh, Dredge is free.
Dredge is absolutely
Star Wars Bounty Hunter, The
Must play.
Outer Worlds
Yeah.
is free. Spelunky is free. Wow, there's just Planet of Lana is free on good old games. Wow, there's a lot of Baldur's Gate 2, Neverwinter Nights, Quake. My God, this is still going.
Oh yeah, the
Tomb Raider
Amazon one
Underworld.
is, it's
Call of Juarez.
extensive,
This is insane. Super Meat Boy.
and they stay on there for a grip. Like they'll be there for a minute.
Wow.
I forget
So,
about Amazon games.
This is
Wow.
crazy. If you had a PC, like just a decent, not even, it doesn't even have to be a decent, just like a $500 gaming laptop, you could, or even the Steam or the ROG Ally should be able to run all these games. So
100%. Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, guys, so many games to claim. I
Yeah,
don't have
still can it. There's almost no reason to pay for games on
It's
PC.
true. I mean,
pretty
you
much.
don't have, you could just get Game Pass too and play the latest games that come out. Like that's crazy. And that's what Xbox is going for. Anyway, thank you, Bacon, for that rant. Let's
I thought it was important.
It is important.
Makes sense to me.
no, I agree. Guys, should we move into our holiday special royale here? Or,
Let's
or-
do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, 55. Guys, over here at the Nerd Chat, we've had a long-running tradition of giving gifts, which means Daddy Diwali never buys the gifts, buys the crew video games as
true.
the gift exchange is going. So,
Which I'm never going to be upset about, by
welcome
the
to
way. Also.
the Nerd Chat 2024 holiday gift exchange. Jose, take it away. What are we doing here?
Well, first, before I will lead it, but I want to point out too, because Dan didn't do it. I thought he would. Dan, can you show everyone your shirt right now for the video watch?
Speaking of a
The
present,
anniversary Halo, and it looks real.
Look at
crisp.
that reflection, you guys.
Yeah,
why does yours go the right way and mine doesn't go the right way?
What are you talking about? Yours is the right way.
yours is fine.
Oh, no, it's the same chance.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's
What,
what you get cameras,
dyslexic
everyone.
or something?
Is this camera mirrored?
So we're gonna go through. It's been a longer tradition. We buy each other's presents. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes they're typically pretty meaningful. They usually surround games and stuff and food because that's what we're all about. So does anybody want to go first? And by go first, I mean narrate the other people opening your gifts.
Yes, I will go first this year.
Go ahead.
I did buy you guys gifts.
Woo!
Look at you, bud. I'm
They're
proud.
not here.
Hey,
Less
nothing
proud.
wrong with that.
I didn't
Christmas
read
yet.
the release date. Expect maybe around January.
Ooh, I'm okay with that. Let me.
Okay. Do you want to guess what
that
it
means
is?
then? Yeah, hold on.
Are we talking? Can we do 20 questions?
We can do 10.
10 questions. First question: is it a game or is it a physical item?
Physical item.
Okay.
Is it from an EA-owned studio?
No.
Oh,
Is it related to Halo?
No.
what are we at? Is that 3? Yeah.
Is it related to a comic book series?
Shout out to Ains. No.
Bacon, help us.
I'm drawing a blank.
Is it related to PC gaming?
Yes.
Is it related to a game that came out this year?
Yes.
Is it related to
Is it-
Indiana Jones?
No, I wish.
Oh, okay. Is it Elden Ring related?
We're past 10, but
No, we're at
yes.
7. I'm
Okay.
here.
Or sorry, no, it's not Elden Ring related.
A game this year.
Shout out to Porsche Power.
Is it related to Call of Duty?
Yes.
Oh, you got us all those $300 controllers, you dog.
I wish. I sent everybody a Scuff and Vision controller.
Woo,
Just kidding. No,
man.
that's not it. This controller sucks, by the way. I'm going to do a review.
pays.
We got 2 left, I think. Is it?
Yep.
Is it a piece of clothing?
Yes.
let's just stop right there. I don't think I want to know since we don't have it yet.
That'll be a fun prize for
It
January.
is
That's
Call
awesome.
of Duty related clothing.
Thank you, Dan. That's awesome, man. I'm excited, bud.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I will go next. So get yours. Be careful. There's a piece called.
I just sent it to you in the private chat. Jose, bring it up. This is what I sent to everybody. A pre-order item will ship January 15th, 2025.
Wow. Nice, man.
All right.
1 second. It's coming.
That's
It's coming.
hot.
Ooh, I like that back. Yeah.
There we
I
go.
like that.
Merry Christmas to the nerd chat. I
Bizzle.
pre-ordered.
Thanks, Daniel.
All the sizes are getting sold out. The
That
Icon
is-
collection, the Call of Duty Blop 6 hoodie.
That's sweet, man.
I love it, dude. That's
Cordy told me your size. That's why he asked you the other day.
I don't think he did.
Oh no.
oh no.
Cordy told me to get you a large.
Yes, that's
That's good.
That's perfect.
That is awesome, man. Thank you. I'm very excited for that.
Merry
Thanks,
Christmas.
man. Oh, that's
All right, grab your bags for me. You're gonna need something
I
to
don't-
open. They're taped at the
Which
top.
bag? The heart one?
It's the heart bag for you. Chance's is Grogu and Bacon's is the pug. You can tell that I use
ASMR
other
here.
stuff. So there's actually
Sparkly.
a couple of gifts in there. I want you to grab. There's going to be one that's going to be very prominent when you open it. Don't grab that one. Grab the other one first. It's a little bit deeper. It's wrapped up fully.
okay.
So this year, I went with some stuff that you can't get anywhere else. They're literally one of a kind. Well, I guess
These happy holidays from the nerd chat.
Shit, boys.
Yep, sent that to a bunch of our friends and sister shows as well. Just thought you might want a copy of them.
I got some stickers.
Yep, you'll need that for the gift in a minute. They command strips.
I don't.
So am I getting the little things, the stickers,
Nope.
annual stickers, nerd chat stickers here, you guys?
Shit.
Is that what I'm showing right now?
Nope. It'll be
Can't
wrapped.
get past the
in
big
all-
thing. Here. I'm taking it out.
Take out the big thing.
Okay, I'm taking out the big unit.
Oh, a card. I didn't think of a card.
Come on, guys. It's not that
Oh,
hard.
I
It's
think
right
I-
No,
there.
that's the
I
other
think
thing.
I got
But
it
that's fine.
slow.
We'll go with go to the other thing first.
Okay.
Ooh, those are hot.
Jose, how did you do
hot.
this?
So show them, Dan, what you got.
I don't know what kind of magic Jose and what kind of hookups, but he got us the Deadpool gigantic ass 3D printed controller cover. I don't even know how this is possible.
So after the
What is going on here? Look at this.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, but this reminds me of Allie, you guys. My God, she's got
Good for her.
She's got the fattest ass. Don't tell
is
Damn.
I'm not gonna kill her. You said that. No, so anyway, after the movie came out and they released that controller, we were like, man, why don't they market this thing? And I agree, they should have sold it. They would have sold millions of them. But sure enough, one of the sites that I frequent for 3D printing, they had the file for it, and I was like, that's exactly it. So literally had to like print it and finish it. It took a long time. Like for
How long
many
did that
weeks,
take?
this counter was filled with like painting supplies and stuff.
Dude.
But it was
You
fantastic.
made these?
That's what the command I did. So I printed them, painted them, finished them, everything.
I didn't know you got your 3D printer already.
So use an old controller that you're not going to play with. It'll be great for.
I already got one. I already got one that's got broken thumbsticks for display only.
It's perfect.
Figured you love it.
That is
Thank
All
you,
right.
Jose.
The
Wait,
other
wait.
thing.
Hold on. Let me just show her the new updated stickers.
Oh yeah, show the stickers.
The nerd chat with
Nerd clusters.
the nerd clusters, of course. Ooh, gotta hit up the nerd chat Fallout with Vault Boy in there. God, this merch is so sick. Patreon.com/merch. Nerd chat merch. And then this is my favorite. This is my favorite one you've ever done, Jose.
Little
The
Caesars.
nerd chat with the green
Trash
Little
pizza for a
Caesars.
trash podcast right here. All
Look
right.
at that. He's even got the controller on his trident there, whatever, the spear. Incredible.
Dang.
It's okay. Yes. Todd Oxter sent me a chat saying, thanks for the card, Dan. I was like, I've never seen that card in my life.
I sent it to all of our friends.
And so Todd was like, uh-oh. And I thought he sent that to our big chat. I was like, Jose is not going to be happy. But it was a personal message to me. And then I think he deleted it too, trying to backtrack Todd. It's okay, Todd. It was
And then the
hilarious.
other gift that's in there, the bigger one you can show now. So that is, if you don't know what that is, that's for your headphones. But it is an homage to our favorite game.
Oh, I know. It's the game of a generation. I knew it right away.
Oh,
So I had one
awesome.
holder of the 2 fingers from Elden Ring for each of you.
Coral
Hotness.
fingers.
Dude, it even says Daddy Diwali on here. Ains, are you seeing this?
Mine even says Daddy Diwali too. No, I'm kidding.
Dang.
The creepy
Hey.
finger thing that I never would visit, and I didn't even know the first time through. I was like, "Oh, this guy
know.
gives you the,
Get stuff from
the thing, the extra patch or whatever it
That
is."
was so cool.
Yeah,
My
Incredible.
God, sir.
you're welcome, guys.
My
I had a
God.
lot of fun making stuff this year. It was great.
I was gonna say I am coming in last this year. Bacon, do you want to follow that, or do you?
Yeah, actually,
All right. Thank you, Jose.
there was some thought that went into mine, gentlemen. I'm sure you know which one it is, so go ahead.
I don't know which one is. Hold on.
Bacon's is the big one, Dan. Like this
Hey, mine's big too.
stripe. Yeah, yours is big too.
Oh, shout out to Jose. Jose did send
Sure,
me
honey.
a new
Sure,
Christmas
honey.
card.
Hard because
Allie was pissed that we got a broken one that's hanging up. I will not be replacing it. I had a ripped one. I was supposed to get this one. Okay, the big frame.
Yes,
Yeah,
pick
big
it
fan.
up. So-
Oh, I didn't even realize it says to Wally. Heart bacon. Cute.
My wife was
that's
up,
because Mel wrapped yours.
and yes, and I wrapped everyone else's. So my wife was up and doing a traveling art show, like up in Ward, Colorado, and she ran into this dude who does some really cool stuff, and she actually on the down low, grabbed some of these, and then Dan, yours I'll explain here in a minute. If you don't like it, I have what I actually ordered for you here. So
Bacon.
these
I'm
are
exactly-
printed. This artist paints video game stuff in murals, and then he does prints. So these are all prints of stuff. Now, Chance, yours, think of The World is Square.
Yep.
That's Final Fantasy 5 or 6, I believe.
Yep.
You see it?
Oh my.
Do you see
goodness.
it? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. My wife heard you speak about Final Fantasy, so she grabbed that one, especially for you. And then, Chapo, we know you love turtles. Now, Dan,
This is obviously a Mario game, but I can't tell. Is this which one
that's
is
just, I think that's just a collage
this? Is it
because the
of
one she
all
got
the
for
Mario
me.
Brothers? Oh
the
wait,
one she
no,
got
he's
for
writing
me
Yoshi, so maybe Super Mario World.
So mine is Mario 3. Like
Oh, this has
almost
gotta be Super
completely
Mario World.
recreated. And so I ordered a couple other ones, Dan, that just got here yesterday. So if you want, I can take that one back because of my extreme. I just thought
you
that
don't
one
have
looked
to do
really
that.
cool in a frame.
Yeah.
But I also got Doom Guy.
Oh, that's
Dang.
more you guys.
And
not a
then
big Doom.
I thought for you, Dan, I got a Metroid one also.
See, that's tempting me.
Okay,
I'm
and
not
it's up
gonna
to you.
lie,
I am cool.
I don't want to swap out because I love Super Mario World, but Metroid is definitely more me.
If you want it, I ordered these things on the 27th, and they literally got here yesterday.
Is it a pain to? I can just swap out into the frame.
I'll just get another frame and then frame it and give it to you because I'm going to keep that in the frame.
You know
'cause I'm
what?
gonna
This
put 'em-
I think this is.
I think it looks awesome in a frame. The idea behind it is to give you guys something to take to work
I think this is.
and have something
yeah.
gaming related at
Mario
work
64.
that doesn't look trash or
No,
like
yeah, this is
gaudy.
great. Oh, I
That's
love
the
it,
idea
Bacon.
behind it, so you guys can have something to work. And then also I got a painting of the map of Middle Earth. Like the guy does
take that
really,
Stop,
really
man.
good work.
Jesus.
So if anybody's interested, I can get you his contact information.
Well,
he has a
you should-
bunch of this
it's
type
very
of
cool.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should
send it
broadcast.
Get in the chat when you can find it.
Put
They're
it-
asking.
yeah.
So cute.
So I was mad at him for his shipping because he's been out of the office for like nearly a month, and I sent him a real bad email. Dude, I was pissed because I'm like,
Well, I
Dan's
get
isn't
it.
here
Yeah,
yet.
I get it.
I didn't know how much he liked. You know,
I think that's Mario 64, guys.
I think it looks so good in a frame though, Dan.
No,
I
it
think
looks
that
great.
one's-
And I Bacon. It's funny you say hang it up in your office. I should show it sometime. I should bring it back. I have framed of like the last physical games I bought, which were all on the Xbox One, and I kept a bunch of art cases, the cover art, and I put them together
Like
in a
he has-
frame. But I'm not even hanging up. But
He
that would
also
be
has like a
perfect.
Pitfall one. Like there's a ton of stuff. He's clearly a gamer. He clearly
very cool, Bacon.
Like you can get the originals for like $800, and I'm like, ooh, that's pricey.
Nissa's asking for you to
hoping
drop
you
it
went
in
with
the
the
XCP
prints.
Discord.
I will put that in the Discord, but Chance, I'm glad you know. I don't know enough about that game, but
I'm going to be looking.
I researched what it meant.
So many details.
Because the title is "The World is Square Backwards" or whatever, part of the game, and I didn't know it, and so I finally looked it up, and and I figured that one would work really well for you.
There's got to be 200 characters on here.
All right, I'm glad you noticed it. My wife was pretty excited when she pulled that one.
Very.
That's
cool,
the idea.
man.
You guys to have something gaming related
I will
in your
absolutely
office.
hang this up with the
I love
Metroid
it,
one.
Bacon.
Oh, you want both now, Dan?
No, just Metroid.
Oh, you want the Metroid? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Doom Guy's pretty cool too, but I am cool because I love
No,
Mario.
Metroid's me, man. I've got Samus right there. And there.
All right,
I've
Merry
got it-
Christmas,
got it
gentlemen.
2 places.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
This is rad, dude. I love it.
Thank
Too.
you.
I'm
Well,
not going to put it at work, though. I'm putting it literally right here.
Okay. No,
Or
it's up to
down
you.
here. Yeah, I guess I could put it right there.
Yep. That'd be a good space for it.
So yeah, we took time, went out and bought some bunch of frames and mounted them.
Yeah, I mean, on that
Dude,
frame,
on
you
the
guys.
matting, and so
Frames these days.
we bought a
No.
cricket to try to put our gamer tags on them, but it just didn't work well. So
No, it's very cool. I like the artwork more than
now
the
that
gamer tags.
they both say that, I have. It's Jose probably just saw this the other day. I have this picture. It's an awesome photo that one of our friends took of downtown during 4th of July, covering up a giant hole in the wall. And it's not gaming related. This might be way better up there. We'll have to see. We'll
All
have
right,
to
man.
see.
Love it.
Thank you.
Bacon,
Bacon.
awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome.
I'm glad you guys like them.
I'm not gonna. I can't wait to see the Metroid one because I'm a big.
Yeah.
Metroid guy.
Save the not best for last.
All right, Bubble Boy and 7.
We open a big one or a little one?
Open the bigger one first.
Look at this great wrapping, you guys. and the
I
writing
did
on
that
there.
myself.
Look at that, Daddy
I'm
D.
really
W.
proud. So the
Daddy
big
D.
one first. That's the same for everybody.
That was not me ripping ass. I would claim it. That was just taste. Let's see here. Okay, it's got some sort of batteries in it. Oh,
That shouldn't.
we're gonna have competing controller holders.
No. Jose's was headphones holders. I thought.
Yeah, headphones holders.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Chad. I put
Well,
the
sorry.
link to the website in the chat right now. if anyone wants
nice.
it.
God, I've always wanted one of these, Bubble. I'm not gonna lie. I just never
it-
pulled the trigger.
Perfect.
That's fucking
Perfect.
This is the
perfect.
Master
So,
Chief for our audio listeners. Master Chief controller holder. It will hold my Scuff Envision. Perfect. Just kidding. This
Yep.
controller sucks. This controller sucks.
I've almost
It
bought
will
this
hold
like
my
9
PS5
times.
DualSense Scuff perfectly.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
kidding. That
'cause-
controller sucks too.
I've literally almost bought this 9 times.
Yeah, me too. I've always
Thank you.
thought about
Thank you,
it.
Chance.
of course. And then so the second one, there's 2 parts to it. So you got to open it up, and each of you have a finely curated.
Is this right, Jose? Is this what it's for?
A very finely curated collection of Mass Effect stickers. The top one is the most important. So you'll have to open it and probably you'll see what the other present is. I couldn't clearly Jose's way smaller than me, obviously, and put the stickers in its separate bag. I could have done that and panicked and didn't know what
So
else to do.
stickers first.
So stickers, there should be a top sticker that is
I'm also seeing an Indiana Jones like care package.
yes.
Oh my God! It really is Indiana Jones. We have.
Miranda? Is that what
We've got Tally
Yeah.
showing that fat ass, just like my
Yep.
wife right there.
Ooh.
That looks just like Allie sometimes. No joke. Everybody, if you want to know what my wife's fat ass is right here, Tally. I don't. What is
really-
this?
What are you kidding? Are you kidding me? This
Is
is
this the Paragon symbol?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it's supposed to
Paragon.
be okay.
Yeah.
Then we've. What's with all the Tally love?
Garrus.
Okay, listen. It was. I started.
I'm gonna give these to Pony. I can't. This is Tally Simp right here. Good. Look at all of these. This is
Everybody
Tally.
got a selection of Tally. Trust me.
We got Femshep,
Bacon. Did you see who was on top of yours?
Mine got jumbled.
Fane.
But mine, I think Femshep was on the top of
No.
mine.
I got
she
Rex.
Okay.
Your special lady.
Oh no,
though.
it's Jack.
There you go. That was the
Oh.
only Jack in there.
Oh,
What?
I love
I'm
me
the
some
one
Jack.
who romances Jack. What
Jack's
the
my boo.
Sorry, Dan.
I am the ultimate renegade.
Where do you
though.
get all these stickers?
I got Garrus.
Amazon. No, you.
Okay.
After that, I'm kidding when I say carefully curated. The top one though, because those were each. It was the only Which one's that?
This is Garrus.
Yes, and Daniel, I did give you more Garrus than
here's my
probably
bro.
anybody else.
Oh, here's the one I've been waiting for. My AI overlord.
And I
Legion.
believe, Daniel, you may have gotten the Had to Be Me. And
Anybody
I
Jose,
got a
Wayne?
it had to be me.
Jose got the Had to Be Me.
No,
No, I
Jose
didn't.
did.
It had to be me.
I don't
But
have
did you go through all yours, Jose?
it. I just did it.
Because you each should have 2 special
I have
ones.
cool N7s. I have the Normandy. I said home love the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. I don't even remember. Did someone say that in the game?
Yeah, I don't know.
The
Who got the Had to Be Me then?
Oh my god! All right, I gotta reject this one right away.
Is it?
It's the Angara.
Oh,
I gotta reject this from Andromeda. I'm throwing that in the trash. Sorry, Chance. I'm getting rid of that one. I got a sad one here of Morden with his seashells on the beach.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
but
No spoilers.
So,
Thank you, Bubble.
and then the other gift was obviously very. There you go, Jose, and that was because I was thinking of that was the play. Didn't they do that play when I was doing my internship at Bear Creek with Kella
Probably.
from whatever show that the pirate something or other, right?
By the way, Chance had to
Bart's
be me.
been dancing.
It is right
There
here.
it
I found
is.
Oh.
Yep. See.
Had to be him.
So, and then the other one, the Indiana Jones stuff. I have absolutely no idea what's in that thing. I hope
Here
it's
we
a
go,
bunch
you
of cool
guys.
shit.
Special packaging.
What
I
will
was kidding.
say- No,
It
you were.
literally looks like a. It says Professor Indiana Jones, Barnett College, Hamilton Hall, Grove Avenue, Fairfield,
Yeah.
New York. I thought he taught.
was
somewhere.
Well, hey, you know what? Retcon. Okay. This
But
is probably
authentic
probably
packaging
movie-related
right here.
stuff. And I got the idea from Bogus because it's supposed to be a journal that Dan can
Aren't you
take all of his notes and stop interrupting from.
Oh, guys, I feel like I'm playing the game right
Wow.
now. Looking
Yeah.
at my notes.
It's like,
It might be cool stuff. It might be garbage.
I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in
Templar
here.
Stone from.
I think it's
After
supposed to
Save.
be. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's supposed to be spanning films. I don't know.
Los Mesas, Colorado.
Oh.
Hold on. Is that from the?
Oh, some
1912?
maps.
It is a map.
See, if I had known that, I'd have opened one of them and stolen it out of there.
This is
This is like a real book. Am I gonna have to read again, Bubble Boy? I still got that other book I need to read from you.
Where'd you find this stuff, Chance?
Oh gosh, come on. Where do you think?
It
Amazon.
comes with pictures
Etsy.
in it. And,
Amazon.
Like,
I was really nervous.
Dr.
I was
Henry
like,
a young
yeah.
Henry Jones.
that's why I was like, just
Junior.
in case there's a bunch of crap.
Oh,
I can't tell
look
what
at
that is.
Dr.
Jose.
Jones in short
It
round.
was an article.
In case it's crap
that's
in
so
there, I was
cool.
like, well, I got to get Master Chief something related to. So
Oh, by
you
the way,
are a
did you
map
guys
guy, aren't
catch
you,
this comment in
It's-
the
Yeah,
Shanghai
in the book. Yeah.
in
yes,
the game where he's like, he's not going to be happy. Oh man, what a game, you guys!
yes.
I'm not going to say anything else,
God,
guys.
we haven't even
if you're an
talked yet
Indiana
about it.
Jones fan,
Oh,
my God, this game has so many
Mm.
little details. I never saw this picture of him with Sean Connery. It's incredible.
That's cool.
Man.
And then the cover
Indiana.
comes off too, Chance, so you can actually use it as like a journal because like the
Oh.
book side.
Yeah,
oh, snap. Okay.
very cool.
That's
Henry
Sweet. Well,
Jones.
my eternal quest to get Dan to learn how to read continues.
Okay, well, good
I've tried
luck.
for years.
The handwriting's tough in
Oh,
there.
that is really cool.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bubble Boy.
Guys, I gotta say, thank you all. This is
Love it,
Dan.
guys.
That hoodie looks
Very
sick.
Yes, this has been a fun year.
Yeah.
It has been a great time.
Eric's confused. It's the annual Nerd Chat gift exchange. Come on, Eric, get in. What are you talking about?
He left. He's like, "Is this an Etsy channel now? What's the?"
He's not feeling it.
I just need like a whole sticker wall now. I have so many stickers.
I know. I've got so many stickers too. I still have them on display down there.
It's a good point, Silk, and it says get Dan into audiobooks. It's a start. It is a start.
Well,
I like to read
Podcasts,
audiobooks. That's good.
That's well, not quite.
All right. Want to talk about what we've been playing?
Oh, guys, we already know.
and watching. Can we do watching first?
What have we been playing and or watching? You know what? Let's just let's just save it. The Indiana Jones talk, guys. Indiana Jones. Jose,
I do feel
game
like
of the
we-
year. We
we
need to do
probably
an
a
episode
spoiler, yep.
entirely
Yep.
exactly
Yeah, I
on
gotta
Indiana
get
Jones. We will
a
save
lot
it.
more time in
With
it.
no spoilers. Diego didn't want it. Diego, and it's massive, Jose.
It's amazing.
Guys, I'm in the last. What I think is the last area where
Same.
Bubble Boys.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna say it.
I know.
Oh my! It's massive. The game is like even Ames was saying this on Bitcast this week. Like this game is huge. Like if you're really taking your time, I don't know how people would beat this in 15 hours, even if you straight lined it. I guess, but
No.
like I've made here one pro strat. I gotta say, always do the first objective in the new area. Like I totally skipped getting the camera at first. You guys, that was a big mistake.
yeah.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
And I in this last area, I totally didn't pick up the thing you need right away.
And I did the same thing with the lighter. I was like, why am
with the
I
lighter,
not-
miss on that, and the maps that can help you out. Oh my gosh, you guys, big mistake. 2 complaints. I'll just real quick. The only thing keeping this from a perfect game, Indy's climbing is just too slow. They should have made that quicker. That's not fun. That sucks. It's not. It's not good.
I don't like how whenever you open a door, you drop the melee weapon in your hand.
That too.
That is the most annoying thing of all time.
Well, you got to use your hands, right? You can't
I
do two
can't
things
just
at
throw it
once.
under my armpit.
Elbow it. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, that's one. My biggest complaint is the climbing is way too slow. They need. That's not fun, guys. That's not fun. Speed it up. I don't care if he's a real human being. Speed it up. And then the last thing,
He's a real human.
you know what I mean? Like it's just some
They should let you
guy.
buy perks to let it get faster.
There is one. That,
I know, I
that
got-
but it
supposedly.
barely-
Yeah, exactly. I don't notice anything.
I
And then-
literally, I noticed myself. I like hit it, and I'm like, I think he did, and then I hit it again. and
Yeah,
I'm like, I
exactly.
didn't
It's
even
not
tell.
good. It's
You
not
should
good.
be able to notice.
So here's the thing. My last complaint in the last one of the areas, you have to use a vehicle to go about the area. I don't like that either. That's not very fast or fun.
Person to
That's
make out.
not. It's not good.
Um,
It's not good.
Totally different. Like,
Okay.
just very different.
Yeah.
Not the
I
same.
don't want to say anything
thing.
else because we're not a spoiler, but we should do a spoiler cast. Maybe
Yes,
in like
for sure.
January. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, game is amazing. Ains, incredible. I was right there. Ains, it was so funny when you're talking about how you missed the camera. I know. I was the same way. I just got lost exploring the Vatican. Really wish I had that camera for all of the places I could have taken pictures. And then yeah, the game is massive. I don't know. Broncos, by the way, choking it big
There we
time.
are.
Just not good. So, Chance, you said you wanted to talk about what you've been watching.
Yeah, but first I got it. So Bacon, I'm lost in this website now. This Final Fantasy VI one looks like hands down the most intricate, like detailed.
Yeah, it looks like he put a lot of time into that.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be finding stuff for years now. So thank you. What I've been watching, and I talked to Dave at work about this a little bit. I finally turned on that Secret Level show on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
And did you, Dan? I'm seeing some.
It's got Concord in it, Bubble Boy. I just
Stop.
can't take
Skip
serious.
it. Skip that. Skip that one. It won't mean anything. I have. There is the one for the game New World, which I know what New World is. I had to double check what I thought it was to look it up. It's that game Amazon, the MMO that Amazon came up with. I have absolutely no desire to play that game, and this short made me want to play that game. It was so well done. I literally laughed and felt feelings. Like I wasn't gonna cry, but I was like,
You felt feelings, people.
oh my god. It was incredible. I highly recommend it. I would love to say like watch this one, skip that one, watch this one, skip that one, but I really do think each one of them is worth watching. There are some that are a lot better than others, but they're so digestible. Like put them, maybe watch them on your phone if you're doing some busy work or something, or in between meetings or something like that, because they are really quick, but they are so good. The other game that I want to give a shout out to, that after I was talking to Dave, I was like, I might have to buy Space Marine, is the Warhammer one. Was absolutely mind-blowing how good the little 12-minute thing was. And I was like, dude, is the game anything like this? And he's like, yes and no. I mean, obviously it's not going to look as good as it does, but yeah, some of those characters, what they're doing, the way it's like you're a tank the whole time, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, I might have to buy that game now, and it's on sale, right? Yeah, perfect, D-Wally. I was like, that's awesome. And then if anything, I need somebody else to watch it to watch the Pac-Man episode. I'm not going to say anything more. I almost skipped that one. That's just please somebody watch the Pac-Man episode.
Pac-Man's classic.
You said they're each like 12 minutes?
Yeah. You could go watch it right now and be like before the show even ends. Yeah. Yeah. Looking beautiful, Daniel.
Looking good, but all white too.
Oh, he planned that out for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what I've been watching.
Somebody clip this.
Clipped.
Make it.
Clip.
Yeah. We
Screenshot.
clipped you. Yeah.
I've been watching a whole lot of this. I mean, honestly, most of the free time I've had, I just want to jump back into indie because it's just that good, and I want it. I don't want.
Dude,
sports.
I've seen you
I'm
playing
worried
a lot of indie.
But the one thing we have been watching, because watching with my wife, but it's a great show, and it's not a political thing, is Queer Eye on Netflix. There's a new season in Vegas. That show's like, it just makes me happy, man, like helping people out, and that part has been great. They probably would not approve of my video gamer lifestyle, but that's fine. You know, I can like the other stuff too. That's really it, man. Other than those two things, I'm excited to play more games here over the break, which is nice here.
Yeah,
I got
me too.
Work, and then a lot of gaming time, hopefully. One other thing I want to show you guys came in today. I didn't know if it was going to come in. I pre-ordered this like 6 months ago. It's a little Isaac Clarke.
Oh, yes, it is.
Dude, Jose, it's funny you said that. I also have a pre-order item that I just received, and I still haven't opened it, so I'll open it and bring it next week.
Yeah.
Remind me of it. I got something that you guys are gonna be like, really?
I love it too. Anyway.
Years in the making. I'll go quickly here. What have I been watching? We've been watching the last season of The Office. Allie never saw it, and she just started it, and she's cracking up. I'm like, have you not seen this, Allie? She's like, no, I think I stopped when what's his face left. And I was like, it's still got some moments. So we've been watching a bit of that, and yeah, just Indiana Jones, man. Indiana Jones. I also jumped into. God dang it, the Chargers just got a first down.
Yeah, they did.
I also
will find out about it in about 10 minutes.
I have no idea why I'm so far behind.
I also jumped into Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you guys, on PC because it says on Steam this game is not made for controller support. I was like,
What?
oh no, this is not good.
Black
Sure
Flag?
enough, it works. The controller works. I don't know why it says that, but you just start using your controller and it works fine. So just a
I've
heads up on
almost
that.
bought that $110 bundle like 6 different times.
It's a lot of games, a lot of value. I mean, you're a big Assassin's Creed fan. To play it all on PC, chance and see how great they would look and get some achievements for a lot of the games. Incredibly
full disclosure,
tempting.
I would be playing every single one on my Ally except for Mirage. So
okay,
but I asked Ashley. I was like, "Oh, good. Oh boy. Oh,
you asked Ashley. Sorry, about buying $110 worth.
I was like, is it? I mean, that's a wicked discant, right?
Because it is. It's less than like
$500,
$10 a game or something.
Would you really play every single one of them? And I was like, I think you just said yes.
I didn't. What I heard is not a no.
Not a no, right? The absence of no does not mean yes. I want to be clear about that.
B says, in case I missed it, will there be a show next Thursday? It should, right? Isn't that the day after Christmas?
26th.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
think
Jose.
Oh, I believe I have that one.
My name is
we're gonna get
Okay, we don't miss a week, is what I was gonna say. So yes, we will be here day after Christmas. Excited to record as always. Bacon, what have you been? Anything you want to add, playing or watching?
So I need to preface this with I owe a community an apology.
The Sony community?
It is. I've been very hard on a certain franchise, but I am now 62 hours into Horizon Zero Dawn. It's all I've been playing. I made a conscious effort to not get too into indie because if I put down Horizon again, then for the fourth time, I'll just never get back into Horizon. And I absolutely love that game. I am enjoying every minute of it. I think the story is awesome. It is, regardless of how I feel about Aloy herself, but this is a future that very well could happen with AI and all that stuff. So I thoroughly enjoy it. So Joe, anyone who I've called Horizon Zero Yawn, I take that back.
I still think it's Horizon Zero Yawn.
You love the Colorado stuff too, right?
I give props where it's deserved. I'll bash on your PS5 Pro all day, but I'm going to tell you, Horizon Zero Dawn is actually a great game. I should pop the platinum tonight or tomorrow, hopefully. I've got most of Frozen Wilds trophies done as well. So I'm having an absolute blast, and then I'll get into indie. But I'm sorry, PlayStation community.
Okay, somebody clip that. Gentlemen, let's close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. Jose, did you?
I didn't update last week.
Okay.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So will you type in there what Jose needs to add up there? I'll go quick, guys. I had good times tonight. It's so good. I
love good times.
Did you get
so good
the
fries,
bacon cheeseburger, and I also got the sliders with it. The wild fries, that might be the best in the business. I was wrong.
Sure.
Whoever said that before, the wild fries.
Wild fries are
underestimated. But you got to eat them fresh. If they even get it a little cold, kind of loses a little bit of that luster real quick. So
and you went with their dipping sauce, right? Did
not do that. Sauce? I guess I need to get that.
Sir.
But I think that's on the sliders because the sliders were incredible. So shout out to Good Times. I know it's a regional thing. If you have Good Times, get there ASAP. It's way better than I remember. Jose, what about you?
I was very fortunate. As we wind down the school week and, things are not as crazy, we have a little more freedom at work. And so last Friday, I walked into the office and I looked at my friend Zach Morris and I didn't even say a word. And he just nodded his head yes.
Chicken for Popeyes.
Did Popeyes for lunch for the office, which was fantastic. It's just it's amazing how fried chicken brings us together. I cannot describe it. Other than that, getting ready for a lot of very, very rich foods with Christmas. So honestly, kind of kept it light this week. But today, I talked about the plumbing issues in my life earlier. I had to come home early, and on the way home, I stopped by. You know what, man? I was sleeping on it, but the McDonald's app is incredible.
It's incredible. The best deals in apps, fast food apps.
How much cheaper things are if you use the app, if you go to McDonald's. If you don't,
and you get all those points to say, I haven't even claimed half the crap I
Me too.
The only problem is they only let you claim one thing per visit. So
that's fine. I don't care. I mean, today I got a 10-piece nugget for $1. That's insane to me. I hadn't had nuggets in a while. They were delicious. But got a QPC. I call it D-Wally style. Add lettuce, add mayo. I don't keep the onions because I don't like onions. That's fine. But
do you keep the mustard?
Yes. I like mustard.
Mustard's great.
So it was a good week, man. It wasn't anything super special, but I'm sure I'll have some stuff over the coming week. We're doing something different for Christmas this year, though, because we're having the two parties, the two families. We're doing themed dinners. So on Saturday, we're doing flannels and southern fried. That's one dinner. So we're doing fried chicken and stuff. I'm hoping someone brings Popeyes. And then with my wife's family, we're doing a BFD, breakfast for dinner in pajamas. Ooh. So I'm excited for the dinners this year. It's pretty dope, man. You'll see.
Yeah.
What's this thing called again, Jose? The fingers?
I think they're just called the two fingers.
Furled fingers. No, furled fingers
are like things you drop to. Yeah. I think it's just called the two fingers.
Finger
I'll tell you, by the way, looking for two fingers on Google for a 3D print file. There's some weird stuff out there.
Look, I'm not buying this $8,000 filament. Why does it have to be chafing free?
It's just the two fingers.
Yeah,
it's just the two fingers.
Two fingers.
That's all. I'm looking at the Elden Ring fandom wiki right now. They serve as the vessels to the greater will in the lands between. Bacon, what was the best food?
Hold on. What is Todd saying? He's talking about
Todd is permaban. Todd permaban. I saw that. Todd equals banned. Yep. Todd said we need some healthy options for best food in 2025. No.
What about the McDonald's app as a sham? Are you upset because it's...
is that what you guys are talking about?
Good job, Bacon.
Shout out to Nissa Howard. No food this week, but shout out to McDonald's napkins. They saved me from a motor oil spill on my car.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, total collapse stage. Total collapse. Yes, total heinous collapse.
Did not come out at halftime.
They just disappeared.
So the best thing I had, we took delivery of our new car, so we stopped and grabbed Shake Shack on the way home.
Wow,
that new car is absolutely freaking phenomenal, man.
It is, dude.
It's pretty cool. Find a new button. Charged up the other night. We got the garage wired. It charged up in like 5 hours, dude. Car is incredible. But Shake Shack rules. We had the cheese fries with my bacon burger. And then tonight on the way home, I had to get a double QPC because the wife was out with a friend. So
double?
I double. I
Yeah,
double
she
QPC.
basically insisted.
I'd rather just have
you do
two.
That's just too much bun.
Yeah.
We've discussed how much bun that is.
Dan's a big fan of buns.
He loves them buns. So that's about all I've had this week.
Shout out to
And I
Allie,
did
my
order
wife.
on the app. So, and I made my wife watch Deadpool and Wolverine, and she enjoyed it. So
Oh,
I think
What was her favorite scene?
oh, maybe I need to have Allie watch that.
Did she
It's
like
on Disney
the
Plus,
Madonna
so-
scene more or the In Sync?
she laughed out loud at the Madonna scene. So
Yeah, good.
audibly out loud.
Silken said I got to eat some boeuf benguanois, but made with moose meat instead of beef.
Man
so
meat?
Good. I have no idea. Todd Oxnard, we are doing a honey baked ham on Christmas. Soaking it. They're called the two fingers. Yes. But smoked turkey. Todd says when I order on the McDonald's app, it's a joke. No, you're a joke, Todd. It's incredible. Every time I order, I
love
put on
you,
my number,
but-
it's there. And they serve it to me like a high class establishment every time at McDonald's. It's incredible. And the rewards. Nessa Hauer, long story about the motor oil. Let's just say store your extra motor oil containers on the floor, not on something.
Where were you keeping them?
Yeah.
Up top. I'll shout out to Nissa. You'll be happy to know that I have a coolant leak in the Pacifica. So who knows what's going on with that POS bacon. Cool. Love it.
It's a Pacifica.
It's a Chrysler.
Trade it in for a Carnival.
No, we're not going to trade
Yeah,
it
Todd, it wants you to order more crap. Obviously, that's why it's so good.
in. Yes. Bubble Boy, did you share your food? I can't remember.
No, I didn't. I gotta
Go ahead.
pull it up here. So at work we did Secret Santa stuff, and my Secret Santa was Shannon. She got me from oh god, I'm gonna mess up. What's the place everybody loves to shop at?
Casa Bonita.
Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's. The
Rich people.
Festival of Chaos gummy candy. Dan, you would
Color
lose your
me.
mind. So this has
I'm not
gummy
going to Trader
bears,
Joe's.
Gummy
They charged me
worms.
$20 for soup one time.
It has the Coke bottles. It has
it good soup?
these little
It's good.
the shoes with the gummy or with the
Look at
the
those white souls.
cream on the bottom. This thing's a smorgasbord of gummy, and it's friggin' huge. I mean, look at this. This thing's as big as my head. Got the mustache ones. Big shout out to Shannon first.
Shout out to Miss Waxman and
Yeah.
the Gummy. Of course, of course she would shop there. That just makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, and she got me their signature burger sauce and their signature
That's
hot
also great.
sauce, and some Chiefs pants.
I hear that's pretty good.
So
Wikipedia is telling Silkenit that in English it's called beef burgundy, basically red meat slow cooked in wine. I don't know if
we
I've had
speak
that.
English on this show, Silking it. So make
I don't know
sure.
what that is, you French Canadian son of a bee. Nissa was having to move stuff around when she had to drive her mom around last week. Todd says, I'm having Santa deliver a cholesterol check for you. Nissa,
I got
will
one
you
like
put
months
Todd on a 5-minute timeout, please?
Don't worry, Todd. I have to do that in January anyway.
No, I did one like a month ago, and I'm good. I'm like,
Yeah, I did mine too
borderline,
when
but
I
I'm
had
good.
my
Blood draws every 2 months.
Yeah, my
blood
scrotal
work is
tear,
perfect.
Todd. Gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 190. Happy holidays, Xbox. Happy Easter, Xbox. Usher. I'm sorry, just thinking of Usher. Wario 64 always
Put it
posts
up
that
there.
every year. My name is Daddy D Wally. You can follow me at Daddy D Wally across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast. Follow us on Blue Sky. We've got like 1,000
killing it.
We
followers
are
over there. It's
540
crazy.
now. Yeah. Which I talked to the guy. Me and the guy from Terminals are like besties now. We email back and forth every once in a while. He's like, I'm like really pulling for you guys. I can't wait for your YouTube channel to get up to 500 because 500 on Blue Sky does not count.
Yeah, I know. We're working on it. What's at stake here tonight, guys? The Broncos suck, and they are choking. They're going to choke it away. I can already tell it. We're going to lose
Win or
lose to
tie.
the
Hold on,
Lose in
Bengals,
Cincinnati.
and then it'll come down to the Chiefs.
But the
It'll
Chiefs
come down to
have
that
locked
game.
it up, bro.
So who would be
Chiefs.
the 6th seed and who'd be the 7th seed?
Who cares?
No, you care because you do not want to go to Buffalo.
That's fair.
So
At this
who-
point, we just want to get in. This
Yeah,
game
a
was
chance.
ours.
I just want to get in, buddy. Let's just have a victory getting
Okay,
into
I'm
the
just-
playoffs. Todd says he's talking smack again. He just wants us to be healthy, but your diet is the worst. Todd, you don't know what else I eat.
You should see my six pack, Todd.
Yeah, you should see the healthy snacks I eat. I'm eating granola bars,
When I graduated basic
Belvita
training,
bars,
I had a deep V, bro.
almond bars,
Like a t-shirt?
6 years
all
ago.
artificial snacks. Don't worry about me, Todd. Chipotle Bear, where can people find you?
You can find me at Chipotle Bear lots of places, man. Always feel free to reach out. It's honestly been really nice engaging with all of our community, all of our friends that came tonight, but also like great new people on Blue Sky and people on YouTube. We appreciate it, guys. We are still on that hunt for 500 so that Dan will eat those 8 JBC.
Speaking of a great diet.
But other than that, man, we appreciate you guys listening. If you ever meet people that have not heard us and they're into gaming, we appreciate the shout outs if you can give it. If not, no worries, guys. Again, we just appreciate you being here. I also just want to give a shout out, of course, to my co-host, guys. Merry Christmas. Like, this is legitimately one of my favorite nights every week, hanging out with you guys. And we all have a lot of stuff in our lives beyond this, and so it is a nice thing to come to do every week, even if it's an hour and a half. So thank you to you all. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Happy holidays everywhere. X Bacon Gaming, where can people find you?
Well, you can find me in our Discord, jabbing Joe every chance I get. Shout out to the
man.
chat this week. Y'all have been awesome. Thanks for hanging out, making this a great year for us. We look forward to what episode are we on?
190 right now.
190.
We're 10 away from
We're
200.
almost to
We're getting up
200.
You can also find me on Blue Sky and then on Twitter because that's where I get all my good information about lies and blatant lies to the community. So,
Bubble Boy and 7, where can people find you? Jinxed us tonight, by the way. You know what you were doing, but thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. People can find me trying to find where I'm going to put all this cool new swag I got. So, and on Blue Sky because I run our Blue Sky, and I'm getting better at running it as a collective account. Right?
true.
Thanks, Todd. Thank you.
What did he say?
He said, "Have a great break." Yep, everybody out there, have a great break. Happy holidays, and as always, see you online.
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 Don't forget that report, Bill. Yes, sir. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
The Nerd Chat is an Xbox podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast across all social media. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy D. Wally. Co-host and producer Jose Martinez III can be found at Chipotle_Bear. Former intern, now co-host Jason Jarrett can be found at X Bacon Gaming, and former co-host, now returning intern Chance Siegel can be found at Bubble Boy and 7. If you'd like to find out more about the show, please visit nerdchatmedia.com. And as always, see you online.